Hey, I'm Trey Brush, and I feel like running has always been a part of my life, but yet at the same point, I feel like it's something that I was renewed later on in life. I remember as a child running with my parents and running with my granddad, and I remember distinctly my first 5K. I was about 7 or 8 years old, and I remember that day, and I remember this sense of doing something together as a group and doing something with my family, and just felt like an amazing accomplishment. Years later in life, I kind of let it go and kind of let myself go physically, and it became some really hard times for me, and I look back on it now, and it's pretty easy to identify exactly what was going on. But at the time, I was letting stress get in the way and letting work get in the way, and really in the big scheme of things, I quit believing in myself, and I kind of lost belief in who I was and that I was created for something more. One of the distinct moments for me, I was on the way home from the hospital with my oldest son, who'd just been born. I look in the rearview mirror, and I just had enough, and I knew I needed to make some changes. I didn't want to be this way. I didn't want to have health problems with my kids, and I didn't want to hand them down an unhealthy lifestyle. And so began running absolutely 1 mile at a time. And honestly, it became even less than that. I began running a quarter of a mile. Like, you know what? I can do a quarter of a mile today, and I can add on another quarter. And I ran a mile for just months, and began losing a little bit of weight, and started doing 5Ks and 10Ks, and really started to just love the activity and love doing it and love being with other people, and finally lost a good bit of weight, dropped about 85 pounds in the whole process. And if nothing else, I remember there's being that sense of accomplishment that, man, I think I'm capable of more. I enjoy going out for a regular run. I enjoy hitting the trails, but I'm a race guy. I love to race. I love to compete. I love to be able to push the barriers and work my way up to the marathon, to where it's always a challenge. That's never an easy race, but have been able to work up to longer distances with the ultra, with the 50K, and with the 50-mile races, and I've done some 24-hour ultra distance races, and you learn so much about yourself in those moments. I always feel like with those distances that you may not feel you're as good at, those are where you learn some of the greatest lessons, because it's pushing you beyond what you thought you're capable of. I think the biggest thing I can say for running with me is it restored a belief in myself, and not only could I do the hard things, but I could do the hard things in marriage, and I could do the hard things with family, and I could do the hard things when it came to my career. So I know running does that, because running a marathon, running ultra marathons, it pushes you beyond the point of exhaustion. It pushes you beyond the point of what you physically think you're capable of. So the moment you're able to cross those finish lines, it is amazing to me, that transition that takes place. So running's been one of those things over the years that's been a constant for me. It's always been there, always something to fall back on, and I look forward to what that does in the future as well.